Hello, Classic Crew, and welcome to today's episode of The Scoop. If you are new to my channel, here we talk about classic living, traditional values, and modern femininity, and I would love if you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. If you haven't already, subscribed to my Substack newsletter where you'll get access to a ton of exclusive content, including my book club, my weekly article, as well as my movie club. Make sure to head over to classicallyabby.substack.com. So here on my channel, I have this series I call The Scoop, where we just kind of catch up, act like we're grabbing a cup of coffee together, talk about what's going on in the news, talk about what's going on in our lives, and just kind of chill out girl style. So I would love if you would leave a comment down below letting me know what you're up to, but let's just get right into it. So it is officially Hanukkah, and it has been such an amazing Hanukkah. This is the first time in a long time that we've really celebrated, because we haven't really been in a Jewish community much since we've been married, but now it's like everybody is celebrating every single night, and it's incredible. My family had a big family party. Jacob's parents were here, my parents were here, my family was together. It was really cool, and the kids were all together. It was so much fun. I love that I have a community and a family all close together so we can celebrate the holidays together. We don't really do gifts for Hanukkah, interestingly. That's just not really my thing. It's not really Jacob's thing. We really enjoy the traditions of it, like eating fried foods and lighting the menorah, although that's a mitzvah, not a tradition. Like, it's a commandment, not a tradition, but still. And playing dreidel and eating Hanukkah gelt, eating the little gold coins, chocolate gold coins. That's all really fun, but the presents, not as much. We might do it more as our kids get older, but at this point, not really relevant to us. Just an interesting thing I was thinking about. But I was thinking of giving you guys a little bit of info about Hanukkah, because I was thinking about doing Vlogicka this year again. I've done Vlogicka in the past. You can check my playlists. I've done a baking one, and then I also did one where I recorded every single day of the 8 days. That was a lot. So I decided not to do Vlogicka this year, but I was thinking about sharing some of my thoughts about the holiday, and so I just will. I wrote a whole Twitter thread, so you can check that out, about kind of the history of Hanukkah, because a lot of people think that it's just about how Jews rose up and were able to fight their oppressors who were stopping them from practicing Judaism, but it wasn't just that. We also were fighting against Hellenist Jews, who were the Jews who were trying to assimilate and who were kind of throwing the practicing Jews under the bus. So we also fought against them. It wasn't just us fighting. It wasn't just all the Jews united against all of the Greeks, the Syrian Greeks. It was actually the religious, observant Jews fighting against the Hellenist Jews and the Syrian Greeks. Just an interesting tidbit. So you can read that in my Twitter thread. But if you are ever wondering, why do we eat potato latkes and donuts on Hanukkah? It's because it's fried in oil. And the miracle of Hanukkah is that there was, after the temple was destroyed, the Jews came into the temple and wanted to light the menorah, and there was only enough oil to last one day, and they lit the menorah, and somebody went to go press more olive oil and make more, and the menorah lasted for 8 days. So that was the miracle of Hanukkah. So to celebrate that, we eat a lot of fried foods. I'll never say no to a fried food, but that's where that comes from. The colors for Hanukkah, I was looking this up. Why do we have blue and white? Because a lot of the times, the color scheme for Hanukkah is blue and white. So there's kind of a two-part to this. First of all, Hanukkah wasn't the big holiday until kind of Americanization of Jews, because Christmas was such a big deal and Hanukkah happens around the same time of year. So to give Jews something to celebrate at the same time of year, Hanukkah became a very big holiday. And so Hallmark says that the reason that blue and white became the color scheme, because they started putting out, their cards and everything, and they chose blue and white. The reason that they did that was because the Israeli flag is blue and white. Now, where does the Israeli flag get its colors from? The Israeli flag gets its colors from the Jewish tallis, which is the Jewish prayer shawl. And the original color for the Jewish prayer shawl was blue and white. Now it's black and white, but it used to be blue and white. So some interesting history there. Yeah, It's a fun holiday. It's a really fun holiday. It's not my favorite holiday, but it is a fun holiday. The last thing I wanted to mention about that was people were asking me a little bit curious, how do Jewish days work? Because Jewish days are not like everybody's days. We don't just start in the morning and end in the nighttime or like midnight to midnight. For Jews, the day starts the night before, so it's sundown to sundown. That's how Jews count their days. So that's why our Sabbath is Friday night till Saturday night. So the first night of Hanukkah continues into the first day of Hanukkah, and then the second night of Hanukkah continues into the second day of Hanukkah, if that makes sense. Another interesting fact. Okay, what else has been going on? Mr. Baby has got his 2 front teeth. They came in. It's amazing. He's literally the most fun baby in the world. He is crawling. He is pulling himself up. He is this close to walking. I can feel it because he's starting to cruise, and then he's going to start walking, and I cannot believe how quickly time is passing. It's really insane. So he's getting big. He's eating everything in sight. We kind of did a mixture of purees and baby-led weaning. Really, he led the way on baby-led weaning. Like, he didn't want purees anymore and just wanted to be able to eat things and chew things himself. So now he pretty much eats everything we eat, which is really cool. And it's just fun. He's just so much fun. He's starting to sleep through the night, which is really awesome. I'm loving that. Although I'm sure it's going to kind of go in and out with his teething stuff. But we'll see. What else do I want to talk about? What I've been watching. So Jacob and I are rewatching one of our favorite shows, Community. I don't know if you ever watched that. It's so funny. Jacob loves this show. He likes all 6 seasons. Not everyone likes all 6 seasons, but he does. I do too. I think it's a lot of fun. The characters are super silly. The kind of movie references that are always happening, or TV show references, those are also really fun. So if you're looking for just kind of like a laid-back comedy, Community is a good one. And I just recently finished watching The Crown, the last season of The Crown. I enjoyed it. I really like The Crown. I find it kind of dramatic in a slow way, which is nice. Not everything needs to be like... It's nice to have something that's just kind of has a little bit more weight to it. That's what I'll say. I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. And with that in mind, the last thing I wanted to talk about was Harry and Meghan. I have not watched their documentary. I gotta be honest, I'm really not interested in doing so. I do not like them. I've talked about this a lot, I feel like. I feel like you could search Classically Abby Meghan Markle opinion, probably, and you'd be able to find something, because I don't like her. I don't think that she is a classy lady, and I don't like what Harry and Meghan are doing. I find them very attention-seeking. And just as a heads up, if you are interested in this kind of topic more, I would recommend following From Berkshire to Buckingham. It's an account on Instagram, and she also has a Substack newsletter. So I really like her content. She breaks down a lot of this stuff, and it's very interesting. But gosh, they are so attention-seeking. They just want to be the victims. The woman that I just mentioned, the account I just mentioned, she just breaks down how many times they have switched their narrative to try and get sympathy from the media, and it's insane. Like, it's insane. They are sad people. Like, I feel bad for Harry and Meghan that they have chosen to be this way. So yeah, that's my opinion on that whole fiasco. And I'd love to hear your thoughts too. That's kind of where I'm at with the scoop today. Just throwing some things out there. I gotta get this done quickly before Mr. Baby wakes up, so that's where we're at. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you aren't already following me on social media, it's at Classically Abby, absolutely everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!